Americans have been lied to for so long that even the reporters believe the crap that's been told to them. I mean, you remember those phrases like, we fight them over there so we don't have to fight them over here. Those are the things that the defense industrial complex, the military industrial complex, uses to force Americans into saying, we're going to subsidize all these private American companies supporting our militaries all over these different countries. It's a sham. It's just a profit center for corporations. Well, the question is now, oh my God, now that we're leaving Afghanistan, terrorism is going to come about. And the question that, or the answer to that question that the press secretary gave today should shut that down completely, because it makes a whole lot of sense, and it's stuff that we've been talking about all the time. You think terrorists are just setting up in Afghanistan? What about Yemen? What about all these other places? What about Costa Rica? What about Guatemala? What about all these other places? Is there some reason intrinsically why terrorists can say, let's create a base here to come for America? Why Afghanistan is so damn far anyway? Anyhow, check this out.
Former officials from multiple administrations, the Obama administration, the Bush administration, have said they are certain Afghanistan will become a safe haven for terrorists. I know you and the president have disputed that. What do you think those officials are getting wrong, and can you ensure that Americans are safer today because of your actions than we were several months ago?
I want to be very clear about what our position is. Our position is that we are going to have to deal with the potential threat of terrorism from Afghanistan going forward, just as we have to deal with the potential threat of terrorism in dozens of countries in multiple continents around the world. We have to deal with the threat of terrorism in Yemen and Somalia and Syria. We have to deal with the threat of terrorism across the Islamic Maghreb. We have to deal with Al-Qaeda and ISIS-K. And we have to do so using a wide variety of tools, intelligence capabilities, defense capabilities, and yes, in some cases, the support we can provide to local partners to help them deal with the challenge. And what we have shown is in many of the countries I just mentioned, among others, we have been successful to date in suppressing the terrorist threat to the U.S. homeland in those countries without sustaining a permanent military presence or fighting in a war. And that is what we intend to do with respect to Afghanistan as well. So this is not a question about whether we're clear-eyed about the terrorist challenge from Afghanistan. It is about whether the terrorist challenge in 2021 is fundamentally different from the terrorist challenge in 2001. We believe it is fundamentally different, and we need to be postured effectively to deal with the terrorism challenges we find it today as opposed to 20 years ago.
So that is the truth. If you want to have eyes in other countries, it doesn't mean putting a military footprint, entire infrastructure for the defense or the military industrial complex to make a whole lot of money. And it doesn't mean risking the lives of innocent people as those civilian money makers go out there and take advantage of them. What it means is you use intelligence. You use intelligence that you purchase over there. You use intelligence from your own systems. And that's how we solve the terrorist problem. Intelligently. And by the way, a lot of that terrorist problem that we are going to have to solve going forward is right here in America from the right. Let's not forget that. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.